Welcome to Wartorian, where we uncover history's most fascinating stories. Today, we're diving into the epic tale of the Reconquista, a 770-year struggle that reshaped Spain's destiny. It began in 711, when Muslim forces led by Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed into Iberia, defeating the Visigothic kingdom at the Battle of Guadalete. This victory marked the beginning of the Muslim expansion into the Iberian Peninsula, where most of the region became Al-Andalus, a land ruled by the Umayyad Caliphate. Al-Andalus would become a center of culture, science and learning, where Muslims, Christians, and Jews coexisted in a flourishing society for centuries. Cities like Córdoba, with its libraries and grand mosques, became symbols of the golden age of Islamic civilization in Europe. Yet, in the rugged northern mountains, small Christian kingdoms like Asturias refused to bow to Muslim rule. These Christian rulers, though outnumbered, saw themselves as defenders of Christianity, vowing to reclaim the Iberian Peninsula for their faith. It was here that the seeds of the Reconquista were planted. At first, these Christian kingdoms were fragmented and struggling, but over time, their resolve and military strategies began to pay off. The Battle of Covadonga in 718 became one of the first major victories for the Christians. Though small, it was a symbol of hope and divine favor, and it ignited the fire for the long struggle that was to come. As the centuries passed, the Christian kingdoms grew in power and ambition. By the 11th century, Christian forces had made substantial advances. In 1085, the capture of Toledo marked a pivotal moment in the Reconquista. Toledo, a city rich in cultural and religious significance, fell to Alfonso VI of Leon and Castile. This victory was not just a strategic conquest, it was a powerful symbol of the Christian kingdoms reclaiming their heritage. It also opened the doors for further Christian advances across the Iberian Peninsula. However, the fall of Toledo didn't mean an end to the challenges of the Reconquista. Al-Andalus, though fractured by internal divisions, still had formidable military strength. The Muslim states of the region, including the Almoravid and Almohad dynasties, sought to repel the Christian forces. The Reconquista was not just a struggle between two religions, it was also a battle for power among various factions. At the same time, the Christian kingdoms began to unify. The union of Castile and Aragon under Ferdinand and Isabella in 1469 would lay the foundation for the final push in the Reconquista. One of the most famous figures was Rodrigo Diaz de Vivar, better known as El Cid. El Cid, a knight of remarkable skill and loyalty, fought for both the Christian and Muslim sides during his lifetime. His story is an intriguing one. He was exiled from Castile, only to later be hired by Muslim rulers. El Cid's military genius and leadership made him a hero in both Christian and Muslim cultures. His battles, particularly the siege of Valencia, solidified his place as one of history's greatest warriors. By the 15th century, the Reconquista was nearing its final chapters. The Christian kingdoms had pushed southward, and only the Emirate of Granada remained under Muslim rule. Granada was a jewel in the Islamic world, famous for its stunning architecture, particularly the Alhambra, a palace that would become one of the most iconic symbols of Islamic art in Europe. Yet, despite its grandeur, Granada was under constant pressure. The Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella, knew that the final victory in the Reconquista would not only unite Spain, but would also cement their legacy as the rulers who completed the Christian reclamation of the Iberian Peninsula. In 1492, after years of siege and conflict, Granada fell. The last Muslim kingdom in Spain surrendered to Ferdinand and Isabella, bringing an end to the Reconquista. This victory wasn't just a military achievement, it marked the completion of a vision that had driven generations of rulers, knights, and soldiers. The fall of Granada also coincided with another monumental event. The same year, Christopher Columbus set sail to find a new world. Spain was about to enter a new era, one of global exploration and dominance. The completion of the Reconquista paved the way for Spain's rise as a major European power, as well as the spread of Christianity across the globe. However, the Reconquista wasn't just about warfare and military conquest. It was a period of deep cultural transformation. As Christian rule spread across the peninsula, the blending of Christian, Muslim, and Jewish cultures left lasting marks on Spain. The architectural marvels of the Alhambra, the intricate mosaics, and the fusion of artistic traditions are still visible today. Spanish language and culture were deeply influenced by this period, with many words of Arabic origin still present in modern Spanish. The legacy of the Reconquista is more than just about territorial control, it was a battle for the soul of Spain. It shaped the identity of a nation, blending faith, culture, and politics into something uniquely Spanish. The Reconquista was a struggle, not only between religions but also between different ideas of what the future of Spain should be. It was a time of great change, where the course of history was altered by warriors, kings, and visionaries. So, what was the real impact of the Reconquista? Was it simply a clash of civilizations, or was it a deeper transformation that shaped the world we live in today? As Spain unified and strengthened, the echoes of the Reconquista resonated throughout Europe and the world. The conclusion of the Reconquista brought new challenges, new opportunities, and a new chapter for Spain. The Reconquista was not just a story of war, it was a story of resilience, of people who fought for their land, their faith, and their vision of the future. It's a story that continues to captivate us today, as we explore the rise and fall of empires and the lasting legacies they leave behind.